Hey guys, an unfortunate topic of today's video, which I want to talk about, is psychological. People nowadays don't really seem to have much sympathy. Actually, that's the weird part, right? I was thinking to myself about like manhood and what I see cool in a man, right? Like, what do I respect about people and about adults? And like nowadays, okay, I'm not the oldest person ever, right? But I feel like today's culture on like Twitter and Reddit and 4chan and everywhere on the internet is just the idea of no sympathy and just be an a-hole, right? Because personally to me, right, I respect people that like they respect that their opinion is not a fact and that 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 like well, you're not right for believing otherwise, but you're not wrong for believing otherwise either, right? People that respect other people's opinions like their own, because to me opinions are opinions, they're assumptions made by our own beliefs and moral compasses, but you can't exactly do that for everyone else, right? But for some reason, you don't see that on the internet. You don't see that on the internet. You don't see people understanding that different people were raised with different morals. You don't see any of that. You see people just calling each other a-holes, saying, "Oh, you dumb R word," saying slurs and shit, death threats, doxing from different opinions that you truly gotta ask the question. I mean, yeah, what the hell? What happened? So back in the days, why people seem to be not really growing that much? And I guess that's just this is just the world that we live in, where people aren't exactly showing any empathy or sympathy for other people, and they're just believing that they are always in the right. And personally, I'm kind of not surprised because I've been living in a place like this, right? This has been the place I grew up in. I grew up on the internet, right? I grew up on the internet, so of course it's not really super shocking that we really stayed in this state, right? But it's still fucking odd. Like, how does this even happen? Right? I feel like a group of people just find other like-minded people, and some of these people notice, hey, we're a pretty small group, if not a big group. We can go harass other people into believing that what we want, right? Like it could work, it could happen, and they keep believing that, and yeah. But I feel like also similar instances happen with beliefs and religion. I'm not gonna say religion is bad and oh everyone's an a-hole because of religion, but I'm saying that like similarities happen, right? When people like everyone starts to believe that they're in the right, right? And different cultures and different ideals happen and clash. And due to us being on the internet, due to us being connected to so many different people with so many different morals and different childhoods and different experiences, you know, sometimes beliefs, things that you believe in wholeheartedly, tend to clash with other people saying something completely different. And you think to yourself, hey, that's BS. That cannot happen. What the frick is wrong with other people having these kinds of opinions and ideas? That's screwed up. I've got to educate these monkeys. And, well, that's how war starts. Well, not war, but like like social wars, Twitter war, Reddit war, 4chan war, wars and fights, and people clash with like swords or whatever, swords of opinions and anger and frustration, and to be kind of batshit, it's kind of tiring, right? But I mean, you guess you never go tired if you grew up with it, right? I mean, personally, I would be tired as hell getting angry and arguing on the internet for so long, but hey, people are the way that they are. Some people get energized by being toxic, some don't. But yeah, with this topic, I wanted to talk about something specific: masculinity. Now, I'm not gonna go talk about Andrew Tate. Okay, I just want to get it right out of the way. I do not think masculinity is like I don't think you're masculine if you're toxic and oppressive and talk down to other people, right? Because personal chat, I had specific people that I looked up to, right, as a kid, right? Did anybody have anyone respect that they respected as a kid? You were like, hey, I want this is some cool dude that I respect, right? You wanna guess who was one of my role models as like a masculine man who I looked up to and thought, yeah, this is the kind of man I wanna be when I grow up. You wanna know? Optimus Prime. You know the robot dude, the cyborg from not cyborg. He was a robot from Transformers. To me, he was kind of the man that I looked up to, right? Optimus Prime gave me the vibes of a man who was strong. He was powerful. He could have been an oppressive douche. He could have been kind of a cunt, really oppressive and really power hungry, uh, like Lanzo the Salamander from Naruto Shippuden, or like Megatron. Actually, Lanzo, I think his name was Hanzo the Salamander. It was actually different, but I'm not going to talk about Naruto right now. I compared to Megatron. Megatron was seemed simply power hungry, and seemed like he only wanted to oppress people. Other than Optimus Prime, because to me Optimus Prime gave me the vibe of a man who was powerful, and he gave me the vibe of a man who still respected others. He gave me the vibe of a man who had different morals and different beliefs, but didn't morally grandstand about how his opinion was right. But he gave me the vibe, he gave me the idea of a man who respected. He still showed compassion to like his opponents. Even when he whipped out a Glock and started blasting every single opponent's robot in the room, he didn't seem to exactly enjoy it. He saw it more as a thing that he had to do to push his opinion forward, right? And that's the thing. He didn't want to oppress people and he tried to avoid it. I mean, a motherfucker literally stood up against racism. If you don't know, Optimus Prime was born in a place where there were classes for human beings. Well, not human beings, but for robots. There was classism where Optimus Prime was born in. He was a bit of a gladiator, and he stood up for, well, the lower race, which Megatron was a part of. But we're not going to talk about freaking the history and the racism of a freaking robot world. I'll talk about that maybe later. But like Optimus Prime seemed like a man that respected everyone, even if they had different opinions and different morals and different beliefs. And I feel like that is, like, I'm not saying that that's the right opinion, but it's kind of odd how I got this idea. Like, when you think about it, how the fuck did I ever had the thought, I respect this when the internet is like this? You do not see any other fictional character that's like this anymore, right? Or maybe I'm just not looking for them because I don't watch cartoons anymore. I mean, I watch anime sometimes, but I don't watch like freaking Transformers in the skies anymore. But yeah, right? Man, my childhood was built different, man. I had a great kind of childhood. I watched Optimus Prime. I watched Transformers, my guy. And that blue girl was peak, though. I'm just saying. On that one CG movie, 3D show, that movie. Oh, yeah, I watched. Oh, yeah, the movies were decent, too. What the hell happened to Transformers now, my guy? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. See you.